What's up, guys, and welcome back to my Lorethrough series. Tonight, let me tell you a story about a tarnished journey through Limgrave. This video took quite a long time to make, since I didn't know what the best way to tell this story was. I've now decided to tell as much of the story through NPC dialogue and environmental storytelling as possible, and only include item descriptions when they either give additional context to dialogue, or are so interesting I don't want to leave them out. Before getting into the main part of the video, I'd like to highlight a detail I forgot in my previous video about the introduction. The corpse with the finger we pick up right when we spawn in at the Chapel of Anticipation is actually a maiden, presumably our maiden. This explains why so many characters call us maidenless, and why we are maidenless. Just a small little tragic detail that I felt like including after missing out on it in my last video. Let's then begin our journey, starting at the gatefront side of Grace, where we received Torrent from Melina at the end of last episode. We were told to follow the guidance of Grace to Stormvale Castle, so we will be doing just that. Our first stop is at Stormhill Shack. After resting at the Grace, Melina explains once more what Grace is and tells us the guiding golden light that we see at the sites of Grace once shone in our very eyes, as it still does in those who are blessed by Marika.
This tiny golden aura is the grace of the Erdtree. This light once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Or so I hear. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden. Upon the cliff in Castle Stormvale is a shard-bearer, a demigod, who inherited a fragment of the shattered Elden ring. If the rays of grace signal the castle, then the Elden ring beckons you. As an ally by pact, I pray that you are fit to face the challenge presented by the ring.
She still seems to harbor doubts whether we can truly see the guidance of Grace, and whether we are ready to face the challenges, but hopes Torrent was correct in choosing us. Inside the shack we meet Roderica.
Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite a lark when you think about it. You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us two peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off. Or legs. Or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven. Oh, I know. Can you take this little one along with you? The poor thing deserves someone braver than myself. And the spirits look rather fondly upon you. It will be glad of your company, I think, the little one. It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids in Stormvale Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know.
A fellow tarnished who crossed the sea with some companions in search of the Elden ring. Just like us, they were told to go to Stormvale Castle to challenge Godric. However, it seems they were defeated. Seeing her companions have their limbs taken off and grafted scared her to the point of being crestfallen, unable to fight. She asks us to tell their grafted companions who have become chrysalids that she loves them and will try to find the courage to keep fighting and join them. She gives us the spirit jellyfish ashes. If we head back to the Church of Ella at night, we can talk to the witch Renna.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk, I surmise, is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent. Ah, as I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee, by Torrent's former master. 'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest. Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
An apparition of one of the demigods from the opening cutscene. Once she learns we are the Tarnished chosen by Torrent, she gives us the spirit calling bell, which we can use to summon spirits like the jellyfish from the ash of the deceased who were not returned to the Erdtree yet. I will not be using spirit ashes during this playthrough, but will still explain the lore significance behind some of them. After fighting our way past some more soldiers, we arrive at the Castleward Tunnel. Here, Melina tells us more about herself.
Me? I'm searching for my purpose, given to me by my mother inside the Erdtree, long ago, for the reason that I yet live, burned and bodiless. There is something for which I must apologize. I've acted the Finger Maiden, yet can offer no guidance. I am no maiden. My purpose was long ago lost.
She reveals that she's not actually a real maiden, but still looking for her own purpose herself, as she is alive despite being burnt and bodiless. Melina is truly shaping up to be quite the mysterious character. As we approach the gate of Stormvale Castle, Margit the Felloman appears from one of the towers and challenges us as a gatekeeper of sorts.
In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
He is the first major boss of the game, as he needs to be defeated to access Stormvale Castle. He is still currently much too strong for us, and we die. I will explain more about who Margit is later when we are able to best him. However, getting to Margit and having the courage to face him, despite us not being able to beat him, proves to Melina that we have what it takes to face the challenges presented by the ring. The next time we rest at a grace, she offers to take us to Roundtable Hold, a gathering place for Tarnished who are or were once guided by grace.
Forgive me. I've been testing you to see whether or not grace truly does guide you. And whether you are fit to face the challenge that entails. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hall, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace. Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
Alright, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. As you can see, next time we will be talking about the Round Table Hold that Melina just brought us to. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.